Personal prophetic dream, December 27th, 2024. So this, in a sense, isn't a prophetic dream, but it's a dream where the Lord was giving me a message. You could say, help me to understand myself. So I had this dream where initially I thought I had fallen back into homosexuality. I was never functional, never had relationships that lasted, but I had one that almost lasted a year. And in my dream, I returned back to that gay partner I had. And it was really interesting because in my dream, he and I were in bed together, and having uh, we weren't having sex, but I remember in my dream I like really needed to be held. I was really lonely, this kind of stuff. And on his body, I saw a bunch of scars. And I kept asking him, what are all those scars? And he wouldn't answer me. He didn't want to answer me at first. And so I ended up squeezing it out of him, and he let me know. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they were because it's disgusting, but he took or how he answered. But essentially, it was related to his homosexuality. Um, he basically said these were a result of encounters that he had with men, and it's so funny because in the dream I was thinking to myself, well, I'm so lonely. I need someone. I've fallen back into homosexuality, and this is just how it is. And then in the dream, he and I didn't even, like I said, we didn't mess around. We didn't. We were laying in the bed together, and we were kind of cuddling, but that was it. There was no kissing, no nothing beyond that. And it was just a reality that I was lonely, and that we all need affection, and I'm all alone, so I don't have anything like that. But it's also was wonderful because like we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything even in that state. We didn't do anything. So it almost could have been like two troops were having to sleep together on the battlefield. You'll get men that sometimes they wind up having to huddle together and they're really close to each other, but that's it. It was almost like that. So I thank God that it didn't go anywhere. It is interesting because as I was waking up for the dream was so real, and I was being so unrealistic about the dream that I was thinking, oh my gosh, I fell back into homosexuality. I'm gay again. I'm in sin against the Lord, and I had to. It took me quite a few minutes to realize, no, actually, no, I didn't. That was just a dream, and even in the dream, we didn't really do anything. So no, I haven't fallen back into anything. I'm just lonely, and sometimes you need to be held, but I don't. By the grace of God, I don't feel like completely overwhelmed, like desperate to be held. But I can see that there is some of that within me, but there's also the knowledge that when God's ready, He'll bring a wife into my life and stuff like that. I don't need to be all desperate for that. Certainly not to fall back into homosexuality. So, anyway, I praise and glorify and worship your holy name, and glory to God. God bless.